Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut. A likely U-turn from the Pakistan Cricket Board when it comes to their hard stance against India and not playing the 15th February game. But now it seems like there are some conditions that the Pakistan Cricket Board and its head Mohsin Naqvi have put forward in the meeting that happened yesterday between ICC officials, Pakistan Cricket Board officials, and the Bangladesh Cricket Board head. But what are these conditions that were put forward? How is Pakistan likely to make a U-turn from here? And who are the boards that made an appeal to Pakistan Cricket Board to stop them from boycotting this game is something we will discuss. Joining me here is Shomik Chakrabarti. Shomik, first of all, let's talk about the conditions here because these are very interesting conditions that Pakistan has put forward. In very short, in layman terms, I will tell you these conditions. One is the handshake should come back. India should start shaking hands with the Pakistan cricket team. Number two, the ICC revenue share that comes from India versus Pakistan game. Pakistan wants a bigger share on this. And number three is something I have read. Shomik, you can give the confirmation on whether or not that is true. Is that they want bilateral cricket between India and Pakistan? Shomik.
First of all, Gargi, I will not call these conditions. Rather, I will call them face savers. Pakistan are under serious pressure as far as world cricket is concerned, be it from the Sri Lankan board, be it from the ICC board, be it from the Emirates Cricket Board. And Emirates Cricket Board, they might be an associate nation, but Mubasir Rahmani, he is one of the he is one of the directors representing the associates at the ICC, and he is a very respected voice in world cricket. Imran Khwaja is playing the ICC deputy chair. He is playing the role of peacemaker. Now, all Pakistan, now that they have said that they will not play, and it has come from the prime minister, to make a U-turn, they need a few face savers, and these are the things. You mentioned bilateral. I don't buy into that. Absolutely, I don't buy into that at all. Because whether bilateral cricket will be played or not, BCCI or PCB doesn't decide. It is a call that will be taken by the highest office in the Indian government. So, and the matter ends there. Only when there is an effort confirmation from the highest office in our country that yes, we'll resume bilateral cricket with Pakistan, then then I will go with that, and then that will have legitimacy. Apart from that, nothing else. And another condition Pakistan have attached, that please don't punish Bangladesh. Yesterday at the meeting, Bangladesh Cricket Board President Aminul Islam Bulbul were there. Now, Bangladesh all along, Bangladesh thought Pakistan will, and they were instigated by the Pakistan Cricket Board, and Bangladesh now have been purged. So Bangladesh have a legitimate complaint that jhoota hai tera wada, right? So from that point of view, you need to pacify Bangladesh also. You need to pacify Bangladesh. A child that was throwing his toys out of the pram, you need to pacify that child. So from that point of view, this is that Bangladesh, please don't do anything to Bangladesh. At the end of the day, ICC can play hardball, and ICC is not playing hardball because of a reason, because it's not that ICC is weak, but ICC prefers to be accommodative, and that is the reason, and that is why so much back channel negotiations. But what I have got, that a decision in this regard yesterday, Mohsin Naqvi said the final decision would be taken by the government, by the prime minister, or maybe someone higher up. But a final decision from Pakistan side is imminent. I was told yesterday it could come within the next 48 hours, but what I am told this morning that it would be sooner rather than later.
Shubhai, next I'll ask you from here on when it comes to these conditions or whatever Pakistan has put forward to play the 15th February game. Now, because we know that the Prime Minister was also involved, what do they turn back and tell their public that we've taken a complete U-turn from the stance that we had taken before.
See the conditions, even if they have put forward about bilateral series, about increased in finances, shared share of finances, or even handshake. I don't think any of them fall under the purview of ICC. They can't decide on bilateral series. They can't. It is not written anywhere that both the teams have to complete the handshake protocols before or after the game. So that is all. That also depends on that particular team, whether they want to complete the handshake protocol or maintain that sportsmanship spirit or not. That also depends on that particular team. And regarding the ICC revenue uh, for that particular match or for from the tournament, that can't be taken uh, pro bono. That can't be taken without the approval of the board members. So I don't think any of those said things can be decided without taking permissions of other boards. Bilateral, no, ICC can't do that. uh, Handshake, no, ICC can't force anyone to do that. Yes, ICC, what ICC can strictly do is tell both the teams to not make any political statements during their media interactions, during their interviews with the broadcasters, toss press conferences. They can tell that to they can inform the other boards about that, the participating nations about that. Don't make it political. Otherwise, and in regards to revenue share, that also can't be taken alone by the ICC. That has to come from the board members also. A voting pattern, an executive governing body meeting, it has to be done before taking such shares, such decisions. Uh, what Pakistan Cricket Board will do, and that's why they have taken the extra hours for them to make this public. They are ultimately going against the head of the state. They are going against the prime minister of the nation. What statement he gave. So that is why they need to create a narrative. If you have followed the social media, Twitter specifically, in the last 24 hours or so, they are trying to create a narrative. See, ICCI have come to Lahore begging Pakistan to play the India-Pakistan game. That is the narrative they are trying to create, which is completely false. As Shamikda also said, ICC even went to Dhaka to have that conversation, to put a dialogue, to make them understand what they are doing is wrong. And the same thing ICC is doing here also. They are going to Lahore, or they are joining virtual meetings. They are exchanging emails just to make Pakistan Cricket Board understand that if you don't understand what we are trying to say, then you will be in deep trouble in the future. That is why ICC is doing so. This entire narrative that they are trying to create via their social media accounts or their journalists on social media is to create, is for their public to consume, not for us. That is not the reality what is happening. The reality is Pakistan Cricket Board, I think is they have that fear that now Emirates Cricket Board has also jumped into this entire conversation. They have been their long term friends. Sri Lanka Cricket, they have been Pakistan Cricket Board's long term friends. If these two boards also go against them, then there's the real fear of isolation from world cricket. And ICC has already made them understand what can happen, what cannot happen if they try to put the India Pakistan game on ransom. They already did that during the Asia Cup, if you remember, the Pakistan UAE game. But this is not Asia Cup. This falls under ICC. Any wrong step taken, ICC will try to make them understand, which they are trying to do. But Pakistan Cricket Board, Mohsin Naqvi, they know what the reality is. That is why they have taken these extra few hours to go back to Prime Minister, create a narrative, what we can say to the public. See, we will, and what I am telling you now, only what they will tell. They will come and say we are acting as elder brothers. We are acting as the savior of world cricket. We don't want the associate nations. Sri Lanka Board, Emirates Cricket Board have requested us about the financial ramifications the smaller countries will face, Sri Lanka's economy will face. That is why we don't want to harm anyone. We are acting as elder brothers. We are acting as the bigger ones, and that is why we are putting our decision back. We will play the India Pakistan game, but the reality is completely different from what is going to be said in the next public statement by PCB Kargil.
Rohit, there's a super chat here which says, "What leverage does Pakistan has to make demands? PCB and BCB held the World Cup hostage, and to allow them to get away with without consequences undermines ICC's authority."
No, I didn't. I don't think that it undermines ICC authority, because ICC, what ICC is doing at this point of time, they are not showing, which these guys are claiming that, ICC is bullying us, or ICC have double standards, ICC is contradicting. So means ICC, as Shubhanda rightly said, they have given ample time to Bangladesh also, some 18 to 20 odd days. It started on 4th, it ended on 22nd of Jan. So there was a complete window where ICC trying to convince them. They People flew from Dubai to Bangladesh, who did the meetings, everything, told them about each and everything, that what can be done and what can't be done. So everything been told to Bangladesh cricket also, and similarly everything is they are telling to Pakistan cricket also. Yes, we all know that a Bangladesh going out of the World Cup is not right for the tournament. But yes, at the very last moment, if someone is claiming that they want another venue and they don't want to play in the given venues as per schedule, that's going to be impossible. And why Pakistan been given a hybrid to hybrid solution also? Because they've said this months ago before the World Cup. It's not like that they came 10 days ago or 15 days or 20 days or a month ago before the tournament and they started saying that we want another venue, we want another venue. Similar case with India also. When India said this, they sent a mail in November, during the November. Champions Trophy was in Feb. So they also gave an ample amount of time to ICC also, that look, we can't travel. Our government said this things, and this falls under what you can say a force majeure thing. That if your government doesn't allow you, that could be the part of that clause, that yes, you can't travel then to that particular country. So yeah, I don't think that ICC's they are going by the book. They are going by as per what has been written there, and hopefully that Pakistan can understand this, because what happened yesterday, we all know, we discussed that in our shows also. But in particular, whatever Bangladesh is asking for or Pakistan is asking for, that's the main reason that the meeting started with Mr. Bulbul and Mr. Naqvi, and not Mr. Imran at the very first. This meeting started with not Imran also the part of the meeting. It started with Mr. Bulbul and Mr. Mohsin. And at that point of time, what I am also getting at this point of time, that Pakistan is claiming for Bangladesh that they want the hosting rights of Under 19 World Cup 2028. That what actually they are also asking for. So there are a couple of more things. I'll try to break that also, that what exactly this time around Pakistan is asking on behalf of Bangladesh. And then Shubhanda rightly said that now the Pakistan media will claim this, that look, from our support, with our support, we stand by, with Bangladesh, be it the voting thing. And that's why it's not Bulbul who came to Pakistan with his own interest. It's Mohsin Naqvi who invited him to Pakistan, and that's again because of the political reasoning and all around the narrative all around. So now what Pakistan will do is they will show all the world, throughout the world, that we supported Bangladesh. We give them certain things in this particular meeting, and that's why when everything is now settled between us and ICC and Bangladesh, we are going to take this U-turn. And Mohsin Naqvi, he's a very shrewd politician, as I told yesterday also. He was doing the backdoor negotiations 4 days ago also, when the prime minister in his parliament, in his cabinet, announced that we are not going to play with India. So he doesn't have to take care of the image of the prime minister also, because he know that what we can do at this point of time. There is a backdoor negotiation going on at that point of time also. He could have easily said this, that let's not make it. We have announced it via a tweet. We didn't said anything by the PCB. There was nothing by the government also. Just a tweet. A tweet doesn't have a face. Yes, you can say that government of Pakistan, but who in government of Pakistan? Because Mohsin
Yeah.
Naqvi is also the part of government. He's the number 2 as far as the political ranking is concerned. So who is actually the number 2? So by allowing prime minister in his cabinet, in the parliament, to say this, he given that tweet a face that prime minister also doesn't want it. Now he is again saying, yesterday he told that we now again go to our prime minister and again tell them that, look, this is what is happening. This is what ICC is giving to us and to Bangladesh. Can we cut down and make a U-turn? Means what a comedy of errors means this is from Pakistan. And Whose image is denting? Shabazz Sharif's image is denting. Who's gaining the political advantages? Mohsin Naqvi is gaining the political advantages. So I think it's a clear cut case of how tactically played, how well tactically played the politician Mohsin Naqvi this whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Webber, from what we're hearing, the three, four conditions that Pakistan has listed here, you understand the revenue share, you understand bilateral cricket. These are things that Pakistan may or will, if it happens, will commercially benefit from. What I don't understand is the handshake part. It's, they're talking about the sportsman spirit, but it's not as if Pakistan are the guardians and protectors of the spirit of cricket, because if you look back on the Asia Cup, wasn't it Mohsin Naqvi who posted that tweet or that gif of Cristiano Ronaldo, the kind of gestures that we saw from Haris Rauf and Sahib Zada Farhan, which were later then also sort of defended by the Pakistan Cricket Board? So when you think of all these things, what sportsman spirit is being talked about here?
See, hypocrisy is what I should associate Pakistan cricket with, and the ones who are running Pakistan cricket at the moment, they are hypocrites because once at times you talk about sporting spirit, we want to shake hands, but India is not doing that. And on the other hand, you have stolen a trophy from us. You are not ready to give that, and that trophy should be in India, but still it is in UAE. And why he's doing that when you want to be, when you say that we are the flag bearers of sportsmanship, and we want to play fair cricket, we want to play bilateral cricket with India, we are ready to shake hands and all that, so we are not mixing politics with cricket, then why are you not, why you haven't given us the trophy yet? Just because it is on your ego that team should come to me, the Indian team, the BCCI official should come to me and take trophy from me with a photo. That's what he wants. So there is a hypocrisy, and that's why I say that they are hypocrites at first, and then they are other things, like they are politicians, but again, and then they are PCB officials. So hypocrisy is something that I often associate with Pakistan top officials, and very unfortunate whatever they have done in the last 1 year under Mohsin Naqvi. Before that, Najam Sethi was there, Ramiz Raza was there, in between Zaka Ashraf was also there, but at that time I don't remember these kind of political dramas happening. But since the interior minister is taking care of Pakistan cricket, this is what have been happening since the last 1 year, and very unfortunate. But handshake part, I don't think this is not mandatory. Like you have to play, India and Pakistan have to play in multi-nation tournaments, whether it is an ACC event or an ICC event. That's mandatory. You have to play. Otherwise, even if India threatens to boycott the Pakistan game, same discussions that is happening between ICC and PCB will happen between ICC and BCCI as well, and ICC will impose the sanctions on India as well. It's not like on BCCI as well. Like it's not like BCCI is different from PCB or any other boards. ICC is being acting as a neutral body for a long time now. Otherwise, Surya Kumar Yadav wouldn't have been fined in the Asia Cup after what he said in the press conference, because Surya Kumar Yadav was fined. It tells you that ICC is acting like a neutral body, which is the case despite a lot of Indians being there and an Indian being the chairperson of the body. But this is something that Pakistan should understand, that shaking hands is a choice, it's not mandatory, and it's not something that ICC or anyone can force them to do. If a country doesn't want to shake hands, it's completely their call. You cannot force them to do that. And I don't think this even will be considered by the ICC or anybody. They will clearly say that they don't want to shake hands, and we have no norms. We have no rights to impose this on them, that you have to shake hands with Pakistan when you are going to play that game on 15th. That can happen. That cannot happen because it is not a rule, or it's not a norm that you have to shake hands. It's not mandatory. So ICC is helpless. They will say we are also helpless in this situation, we cannot help you with this. If you want to negotiate with on something else, that we can do, but no handshake policy. If BCCI has taken a stance on it, we cannot change it unless and until they want to do that.
There's no clause in the ICC code of conduct when it comes to shaking hands. There is nothing, no rule that says that you have to shake hands. Of course, there is the MCC, rule book where it says that captains have to, or the teams at the end of the match have to give thanks to each other in a certain form or a certain symbolic way. But there is no rule for handshakes. Shomik, the other important thing that we want to talk about here is the revenue share, the ask in increase of the revenue share of the games of the game between India and Pakistan. How does this work out? Is it this is not something that will happen overnight. This is not something that will happen in a week either. But the game is scheduled to be played on the 15th of February. Till then, is it something like if Pakistan don't get a confirmation that we will get an increase in the revenue share, we will not play? Is it something like that?
Gargi, am I audible? Am I audible? Gargi, see, at the start of our show, I said that it is a face-saving act. And for our viewers, let me give a complete breakdown how this whole revenue distribution system works. But it's not that Pakistan Cricket Board chief Mohsin Naqvi is asking Imran Khwaja, ICC deputy chair, that tell the Indian Cricket Board to increase our revenue share from the India-Pakistan game. And he is picking up the phone. Imran Khwaja is picking up the phone or dialing either Devajit Saikia or Rajiv Shukla and saying that they want this. So please do something. It doesn't happen like that. There is a clear process for all revenue distribution system. First, it has to be passed by the finance committee at the ICC. Then it goes to the chief executives committee. Once the chief executives committee ratifies it, it goes to the ICC board. That is the highest platform. That is the highest platform, and it has to be ratified by any policy decision will have to be ratified by the ICC board. Now, today is 9th, and they are not expedite ICC. The finance committee meeting, the whole thing, I think this is something there are, once again, it is a part of playing to the gallery, and also um, it is something they are verbally, once again, this falls under that face saving exercises. So this is like that. After this, ICC, once an event is over, ICC's finance department will calculate the entire revenue, what the revenue has come, and if they are asking some extra share, particularly from this game, from the 15th February game, then once again it has a call has to be taken by the finance committee, followed by the chief executives committee, and then the ICC board. So it doesn't happen like that. And one more thing, Shubhayan, when he spoke, he put it very well when he said Mohsin Naqvi will now take it back to the prime minister. And I'm just adding another layer to it. The prime minister Shehbaz Sharif will then take it to his boss, and we all know who he is. So this is how things work in Pakistan. And as far as the revenue distribution system is concerned, what you have said, but once again, see, ICC, I will credit ICC for being accommodative. ICC could have summarily said, okay, you are not playing, then get lost. We will do, we will take, you will face consequences. Whatever legal measures we have to take, we will do that, and you counter that. ICC could have gone on the warpath, but with power comes responsibility also. And ICC so far has shown that responsibility, that no, we want to be inclusive and accommodative, and we want you to play. We don't want to marginalize you despite all your eccentricities. We don't want to marginalize you. You are a troubled child. We all know that, but we will still try to accommodate. And very hopefully, yes. I think we will be getting something in the affirmative very soon.
The accidental guitarist is saying India bilateral series with Pakistan is a risky thing for players. That's not something that ICC has a say over. It is bilateral series are decided between two boards. If they don't want to do it, they will not do it. It's not something that ICC can give a guarantee to PCB that this will start happening. Shivine, the other thing that I want to talk about, the fact is we're only 5 days away from the game. Fans don't know whether or not Pakistan is coming to Colombo. They don't know whether they will take the field or not. It is unfair on the fans. And the funny thing is, every single time Pakistan pulls off something like this, it is their journalists, it is their fans who are at the receiving end of this. Because India has confirmed that they will go. Surya Kumar Yadav very, casually said, "Hamari to flight book hai, we are going." But think about the UAE press conference. Think about the India-Pakistan pre-match press conference that did not happen. These two press conferences that did not happen in the Asia Cup. It was the Pakistani journalists that were at the receiving end of this.
Yeah, I mean, fans. I feel for the fans mostly. Journalists, they will still, they have still traveled to Colombo because their Pakistan is playing other matches also. So they are staying put there. Even if they don't come, uh, as media, we will also travel. As media, they will also travel, and that will be something which is which everyone wants to report on, because that has not happened in the past. Something like this has not happened in the past, so everyone would like to report on that. But everyone at the same time is hoping that, Pakistan sense will prevail in the Pakistan Cricket Board, and they will make the decision, which, as Shramikda is also saying, the decision is very close. They are just thinking of how to put it in front of their public, nothing else. In regards to fans, they are the ones that always suffer, be it a late announcement of ICC tournament schedule, be it sudden decisions by such rogue boards. And when Sri Lankan Cricket Board wrote that letter to PCB, the emotions were there to be felt. Be it the finances, be it the economical stature of Sri Lankan Cricket Board, how dependent they are on in this tournament. Because a couple of months back there was a devastating flood that happened in Sri Lanka. That was the reason behind the loss of millions of dollars for Sri Lankan economy, also for their tourism, also for this tournament, India Pakistan game. They are all hoping that people will travel from all across the world and to watch the India Pakistan game. Uh, Fans will are the ones to suffer. Ticket booking, hotel bookings. It is already the expenses are already sky high. Always have always been sky high for the India Pakistan game. But if you don't know whether the match is happening or not, you would want to, think twice, think thrice, whether to invest that money on tickets, on logistical things, on and even the India Pakistan match tickets have also been not completely sold out after the
Yeah.
first phase of ticket release. The second batch or third batch has not been released as of now. So the fans even don't know whether they will catch hold of the tickets or not. So uh, it is very, very tricky situation. And I feel this time around, yes, people easily blame ICC, people easily blame the ticketing partners, but this time around, I think the blame lies on the Pakistan Cricket Board, how they have handled the entire situation and tried to create this entire ruckus. They are acting as attention seekers before every major tournament, because if they don't act like that, no one will talk about them. So they are trying to act as attention seekers, and it is about time that, some decision uh, can be put in place. If some teams, some boards continue to act like this before every tournament, you can't do that. Hopefully going forward, there will be, in the participation agreement, they can put in a clause that, if you try to create such scenarios, you will be penalized. Hopefully that will put these boards back to their place going forward.
And when it happens, we
Ga-
will also we were there
Ga-
to witness it.
Gargi, a small thing before you go to the other panelist. The hotel I'm put up in Colombo. Um, from today, suddenly they have increased their tariff by $4,000 per day. I don't know whether it's a coincidence.
It's not. It's not. We know what happens, to hotels around the Oval when there are test matches happening, uh, and it's a thing that happens with every city that cricket goes to. Final couple of questions in the show here. Rohit, we know that Emirates Cricket Board also reached out to Pakistan Cricket Board, and this is what was said, that Emirates Cricket Board has long-term rapport with the Pakistan, and in the past we have accommodated Pakistan by giving them our venues and organized their cricket. As a family member, we request the PCB to reconsider their decision and find an acceptable solution. So this is what the ECB, as in the Emirates Cricket Board, said to Pakistan. What can we expect from PCB here in the next 24 to 48 hours?
You don't have to go to 48 hours, Gagi. Today, what has been told today that it's happening, Mr. Mohsin Naqvi to meet Mr. Shabazz Sharif, and he gonna debrief him about what have happened last night. That was a 4.5 hour conversation, which started, as I said, with Mr. Bulbul and Naqvi, and then obviously Imran Khwaja was also part of that, and then other members also. The important part was that no one, from top officials in the Pakistan Cricket Board, apart from Amir Mir, there was no one from the Pakistan Cricket Board. So Mohsin Naqvi want to keep it really tight between the people around him. It was only Salman Nazir from the PSL, the CEO of the PSL, who was part of the meeting. And I was told in the yesterday show, he was there when Mr. Bulbul was coming, Mr. Khwaja was coming to meet and greet everyone, because he was handling the backdoor conversations. Everything was controlled, and conversations wise, everything been done by Imran Khwaja. Obviously, he was reporting to Mohsin Naqvi without a doubt. But yeah, today everything will happen. The debriefing will happen, and what this is my personal opinion, Gargi, that I think that Mohsin Naqvi is the person. He doesn't have to get any kind of approval from Shahbaz Sharif. This is all for the optics. This is all for just for the narrative. There's nothing as far as you talk about. He has to take any kind of permission from Shahbaz Sharif. There's no permission to be taken from the man. If Mohsin Naqvi is agreed with the terms and conditions, things will go as per Mohsin Naqvi only. Only one man who can deny him, only one man who can contradict him is Mr. Asim Munir. There's no one apart from him in Pakistan who can deny this. So at this point of time, the conversations will be around, yes, Bangladesh is getting each and everything. I don't know that will Pakistan get the similar kind of things what they have been calling for, increase in the share. I remember this in 2024 annual general meeting. I was in Colombo at that point of time, and FNC chief was Mr. Jaisha, finance committee chief was Mr. Jaisha, and they said that we want this 6.25%, at least an increment of $40 million in our share. And this was also the talk when Mr. Nazam Sethi, Mr. Ramiz Raja left, and Mr. Nazam Sethi took the chairmanship. I told him, I asked him in an interview 2 years ago, I took that, is there anything you are looking forward to as far as finance share is concerned? He said that, yes, we are talking about it. So at that point of time, again, at this point of time, it was 5.38. They want something close to 6.25. So a 40 million increment, they want from the ICC. I really don't know. Obviously, Mr. Khwaja, as per, he doesn't come up with the power of attorney that anything Pakistan will do, he can sign on that. It's not like that. He has been given some specifics about this particular meeting. This will be only about the India versus Pakistan game. He can't commit anything, and that was being told, by the committee to Pakistan Cricket Board, that we will try to take it to the ICC, and we'll see that in the annual meeting can we make this an agenda. So yeah, means I think for their narrative, this much is enough, because we all know that in Champions Trophy 2025, they said all these things, that this will happen, that will happen. Nothing has happened. But for
Yeah.
that only period of time, the narrative they set up was related to all around this, that yes, we are getting this, India is coming to Pakistan, we will be hosting them in Lahore, there will be multiple hotels, booking is done, this hotel is, we are booking for Pakistan. Nothing has happened, but for that limited amount of time, the narrative got said that India is coming. So Pakistan and Pakistan government at this point of time catering to this only time. They are not talking about that what will happen after 15th, or what will happen after a month, or during the time of an annual general meeting. So yeah, a meeting is there, and I hope so that maybe today, by max tomorrow, we'll get whatever is there for Pakistan.
Yep.
Gargi, if I may take your leave, because I have to go for Pakistan
Of course.
practice.
Of course.
Thank you.
Let us know what
Thank you.
happens there. Thank you, Shomik. Samir Chaturvedi here is saying politics is all about questioning posturing. What is your opinion about cricketers from West supporting Pakistan? Let's be very clear, Samir. Pakistan did not receive any support whatsoever. Bangladesh, yes, there were a lot of global, let's say, voices that chimed in with Bangladesh and said that if Bangladesh wants to change their venue, why can't ICC do that? If India can do it, why can't Bangladesh do it? But when it comes to Pakistan, there was no support to Pakistan at all, except of
And
course Bangladesh.
I just want to add that why cricketers from West did the same thing when they were the captains. When they were
Yep.
the captain in 2003, why they did it. Tell us that we are wrong at this point of time, I can totally accept it. But before that, tell us that you were also wrong in 2003 when you did that. Then the statement make a complete sense. Rather saying that this time around we are making something wrong, I don't agree to that. First, आप अपनी गलती बताओ पहले कि हमने ये गलती 2003 में हमसे हो गई थी जी. हम नहीं चाहते कि आगे ये गलती हो. आप अपनी गलती तो नहीं बता रहे, लेकिन आप ये जरूर बता रहे कि इस समय पे कुछ गलत हो रहा है. तो पहले ये भी तो बताइए कि आपने भी एक चीज गलत की थी. जब आप वो बताएंगे तो हम आपकी इस बात से एग्री कर जाएंगे. बट फर्स्ट टेल यू दैट यू आल्सो डिड समथिंग रॉन्ग इन 2003.
When was the
Exactly.
last time Australia or England played a bilateral series against Zimbabwe? And
I don't remember.
No, can't remember.
Or even Bangladesh.
Or
Even
when
Bangladesh.
Australia, when was the time Australia hosted Bangladesh or Afghanistan for that matter?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's very, it's a double-edged sword. They should think before stabbing someone else. But Ravi here is asking, our
Let me just
government couldn't.
हिंदी में कहते हैं जब आप एक उंगली किसी की तरफ करते हो तो तीन आपकी तरफ होती है.
बिल्कुल.
करके देख सकते हैं आप.
पता चल ही गया होगा अब इस पॉइंट पे सबको. Ravi Jahanabadi is asking, our government couldn't take such stand as Pakistan did because our government took a sensible stand at that point. Institutional withdrawal is not an answer to anything at all. Look at FIFA. Do USA and Iran not play each other in the football World Cups? What happens? Weber, why don't you take this away? Tell Ravi why our government did not take this stand.
See, we are not into politicization of sports, which Pakistan does. Whether it's whether it's just being involved in the cricketing matters. Like I'll give you an example of last year's Champions Trophy. There were plenty of selection calls that were questioned by the former Pakistan players like Wasim Akram, that why this player has been picked and why the X has been picked, why has not been picked. And then we were discussing that why Pakistan keep on doing these things under their system, because it's not PCB, it's not the selectors, nothing is in their hands. The ones who run the government, they will pass on the instructions accordingly. The actions will be taken by the PCB. That is what has been happening. That's what I said, that under Mohsin Naqvi's regime, it has been a very different setup. Pakistan came to India into 2023. I think at that time Ramiz Raja was the chairman of PCB. So at that time also there were tensions between India and Pakistan. Geopolitical tensions have been there in the last 1.5 2 decades now. But that has not got into ICC events or multinational events, because BCCI is an independent body, and there and unless and until it's about touring Pakistan, Indian government never has a say in what BCCI should do, or they never pass on the instructions that what you should be doing next, where you should be playing, whom you should play, or what you see a series when you should schedule. So they are not involved in those activities. BCCI is a completely different body. It's not a government body. And for Pakistan traveling, like if you want to play bilateral ties with Pakistan, if you want to play bilateral series with Pakistan, then government or involvement will come, just because government has made it very clear that bilaterally we will have no ties with Pakistan, whether it's cricket or anywhere else. In multinational events, wherever it is, we will play Pakistan, no issues in that. But when it comes to playing together in a series, that will not happen. That's a clear stance. Apart from that, I think the Indian government has never been involved in such a way that affects the cricket in India. But PCB is completely opposite. As I said, the chairman of PCB is an interior minister first, and then he's an administrator. So politicization of cricket has been done in Pakistan more. India it has never been that case, and that's why Pakistan cricket has been suffering for last many years now. Their top players who were performing at their best, they are now at their worst. for example, Babar Azam. For a few years back, he was considered as one of the great things to Pakistan cricket. Now he's being trolled by their players only, by their fans only. So that is what happens when you mix cricket with politics, and this is why Pakistan cricket is suffering, and it is in that position where it is right now.
Gagi, you are on mute.
Sorry, I was on mute. I think it's time for PCB now to shift their attention to the cricket team, because on the field, their prowess has been declining every passing day. And there is a very high octane clash coming up for Pakistan against USA after nearly losing out to Netherlands. So
And
let's
USA are heading into the game as favorites.
exactly. I mean, when you close, if your match against Netherlands is going down to the wire, then that says a lot. But no, no taking credit away from the way that Netherlands played in that match. They were incredible. So were some of the minnow teams that we've seen. Nepal has done brilliant yesterday. We've seen some good performances throughout this World Cup, and this is a good start. This is what you want to see from a marquee event like this, and hopefully we can see some next time around. We can see some really good upsets coming up. But till then, thank you so much, Vaibhav, Shubhayan, and Rohit, for joining. As soon as we have more updates, or if Pakistan comes out with their official communication, we'll obviously come live and chat with you guys. Till then, stay tuned to Rev Sports, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.